How many discounts does USAA Auto Insurance offer? Too many to say here. Multi-vehicle discount, safe driver discount, new vehicle discount, storage discount, legacy.
How many discounts will you stack up? Visit USAA.com/auto discounts. Restrictions apply.
If this were a Reese's TV ad, you'd be staring at a Reese's peanut butter cup. And sure, my voice is peanut buttery smooth, but still, you need to see the peanut butter cups, right? No? I can really just say Reese's and you'll go get some? Okay, Reese's. 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 Really working, actually. Reese's. Reese's. I'm on to something. Reese's. Reese's. Reese's.
Introducing the new Volvo XC90. With 7-seat versatility, Google built-in, and advanced safety features for all your precious cargo. The new Volvo XC90, designed for life. Visit volvocars.com/US to learn more.
This summer, try the new Strato Frappuccino blended beverage at Starbucks. It's the classic blended iced coffee you know and love, now topped with a creamy layer of handcrafted brown sugar cold foam. Available for a limited time. Your Strato Frappuccino is ready at Starbucks.
Brace the rudders! Raise the sails! Raise the sails!
Captain, an unidentified ship is approaching. Over.
Roger. Wait, is that an enterprise sales solution?
Reach sales professionals, not professional sailors. With LinkedIn ads, you can target the right people by industry, job title, and more. We'll even give you a $100 credit on your next campaign. Get started today at linkedin.com/results. Terms and conditions apply.
Hello and welcome to the Assassin's Creed Lorecast. We are so excited to bring you this show.
Our podcast is all about unraveling all of your favorite mysteries from the Assassin's Creed games. Each episode will be talking about a different topic in the Assassin's Creed universe. From Pieces of Eden, Solar Flares, and the Isu, to the Hidden Ones, the Order of Ancients, and of course, the Animus, we will seek to uncover it all.
So join us and maybe even take a leap of faith. Hello and welcome to the Assassin's Creed Lorecast. I am your host, also known Austin, also known as Teacup, and I am here. My co-host is not here today because today we are talking about a game that she has not yet played because I've been hogging it. But we're here with our lovely patrons, so I'm going to let them introduce themselves. So first up, we have Sir Sitz.
What's up, guys? I'm enjoying this game so far.
And then we have Kyle.
Hey, I'm enjoying it too. About 24 hours in.
Yeah, so none of us have finished the game. I did that kind of up there. This will be a major spoiler-free episode. So this is your warning that we might talk about some things early in the game that you find out within the first 5 minutes. You know, spoiler warning, Yasuke is black. But there will be some spoiler stuff. We're mainly going to focus on first reactions. We're not going to tell you who did it, who the big bad is, because I don't think any of us actually know anyway.
We don't know.
So, I have theories, but I don't know. Mm-hmm. And then we're going to just talk about like impressions of the game and all kinds of stuff like that. But yeah, so I'm like 40-ish hours in. I got an achievement that said I just completed Act 2. So I then looked up how many acts there were, and there are 3, plus an epilogue. There's a prologue. 3 acts, and then an epilogue, according to that. So let's kind of just go around. I think one of the good ways to do this will be to kind of structure it. Let's talk about aspects of the game. And I think let's talk about the hot button issue that I think is what was coming out surrounding this game, at least expectation. Let's talk general gameplay. Let's talk stealth and combat, how we feel about it, how we're doing with that.
I just want to say, last month, the question was posed, what are we worried about the game? And I said that I wouldn't want to play as Yasuke. Um, I was completely wrong. I love Yasuke. Yasuke is so freaking fun. He's pretty much the tank, and you can just go in and like wipe out a whole thing by yourself. You can as Naue too, but it's more has more oomph to it when you can just chart. Especially sometimes there's these doors that are barred that you can't get through as Naue, but you can just sprint through them and bust them open as Yasuke, and that is amazing.
Yes. I also love playing as Yasuke. I love playing as Naue too. They actually do, in my opinion, they feel different.
Oh yeah, definitely.
For sure. I definitely was worried about that too, and I know a lot of like that was the main thing was like they definitely do play very differently, which is a lot better than how they did dual protagonists in like Syndicate, where like these definitely do feel distinctively different. And like I'm having fun. Like a lot of people, I've seen a lot of people are saying like Yasuke doesn't play like typical Assassin's Creed, but I've had the exact opposite where like so I can do a lot more stealth with him than I thought I would be able to.
Mm-hmm.
And it's really fun to see how many people I can take out stealthily before I have to do anything that way. So it's really fun that way as well.
I will say this, that the first time you do a jump from a viewpoint with Yasuke into a haystack, there is an achievement, and the name of that achievement had me cackling.
Yeah.
It's called the
So
Leap
funny.
of Fail.
I love
It's
it.
funny one-liners too. I remember one time he was like, any landing you can walk away from is a good one. I was like, I respect that.
Yeah, I had one where he was like, "Now I cannot know about this."
Yeah, it was really funny. Though, and then like on the flip side, like definitely it is a point of I saw a review today that was like that way is basically useless outside of stealth, which is not true. You just have to know how to do it. But I will say this, fans of the longtime series, what I appreciated is as you upgrade Naue, she gets to the point where you can almost play like you would in the Ezio trilogy Assassin's Creed. She gets a counter ability where you can basically, if you hit block enough, you're going to counter attack like you do in the
Yeah.
Ezio trilogy in those games. And I have found that, like, oh, this feels so Assassin's Creed to me. Like the quintessential, like being completely surrounded in Renaissance Italy and being like, nah,
Yeah.
let
I
me
got
just
this.
wait. Let me just wait. Which, if you know anything about sword fighting, like waiting for an opening and like understanding distance with your opponent is actually how you do that.
Mm-hmm.
Especially, it's really good too that like they don't wait their turn in this game. Like it can get overwhelming sometimes, but it's still fun to
Mhm.
be like they don't wait their turn. Like sometimes you can have three guys attacking all at once, and you got to get out of the way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have found it. I did have to turn down the difficulty a little bit when I first started just to learn the timing and stuff.
Yeah. I died a lot.
Oh, I have died so many
I
times.
mean, I still die a lot, but not as much. Like I was
Mhm.
dying like in the prologue.
Well, I will say, just for people who are kind of worried about the difficulty and don't want to play on story mode, both companions have an ability to block unblockable attacks, which, as I said to one of my things, games need to stop giving me the ability to block unblockable attacks because it's unfair to the NPCs.
Yeah. I think Yasuke has a armor piece that does
Yes,
lets you
and
do that.
then
Yeah,
you have to get to knowledge rank 6 with Naue to be able to unlock her ability that lets you counter unblockables.
I think I'm at
Yeah,
five right now, so hopefully I'll get there.
yeah, I think I'm on 5 as well. There's a lot of I like the progression system a lot.
Hmm.
I was kind of worried about it. Um, but I like that. I like you get knowledge points, which upgrades what abilities you can get, like which tier ability you can get, and then the mastery points is where you unlock those things. I
I
like that a lot.
I really hate that the double assassination is locked to the Tonto.
Yeah, but if you have one, it's fine.
Yeah. I mean, I don't feel like enemies group themselves as much as they have in past Assassin's Creed games. So I don't find
Yeah.
myself using the double assassination. One thing that I will say is I found it beneficial to specialize. Find a weapon that you like and invest all your points into that weapon.
Yep.
Don't try to get one of everything. Don't spread yourself too thin.
I love the uh, surigami. I love it. The rush assassination you can do with it.
Oh
That's super
yeah,
cool. But right now I'm sticking with the katana and Kanto
that's what I've got run
combo.
into. And then
Yep.
I have gone back and forth in respect a couple of times. There's one target that you have to do with Yasuke where you have to duel someone with a teppo, and
Oof.
and you have to use a teppo to do it. So like I canceled out of that, unloaded all my points from bow and put them all into teppo, and
That's
then
funny.
after that respect and put them back because I really do like the longbow and it is a way to do stealth with Yasuke,
Yep.
picking off people at distance. Apparently, this is I have yet to be able to repeat this, but apparently there's an arrow in the knee achievement.
There's also a uh, super rare animation of Yasuke dabbing.
Oh, really?
Yeah, if you have the Naginata, I think sometimes, very rarely, if you do a Naginata finish, he'll do a. I don't know if it's like a glitch, like or or what, but he'll dab. I've never done it, and I've only seen pictures of it. But
Yeah. So other than that, I've been really impressed with the combat. It is difficult, especially at the beginning, but I feel like veterans of the series will be able to adapt really quickly,
yeah.
especially to stealth.
Once you find a weapon you like, if you invest in it, you definitely become a very big powerhouse for sure. If you know what you're doing,
Hmm.
you have a weapon
Hmm.
you can invest your skill points into.
All right. Well, let's talk about then how we feel about the world exploration. I personally find myself not wanting to explore with Yasuke.
I can see that.
I've had the opposite, I think, where like I like exploring in sim, and then if I feel like I need to switch in that way, I usually do, which is weird because, like I said, I didn't know how much I would actually play as Yasuke, but then even his backstory, I kind of find a little more, uh, a little bit more, I can relate more to him for some reason with his story.
Mm.
Because like Naoe, I mean, she just feels very, I mean, not very, it's not bad, but like I definitely feel like it's another almost Ezio, it's a revenge story. I understand, but like. I like Yasin's backstory more and kind of how he fits into this world. That's kind of an outsider. So I've definitely kind of taken a liking to him more than I thought I would.
Yeah. The world is awesome. I too. I don't know if we're gonna get into this in this podcast or not, but I do have some gripes. So if we're gonna talk about that stuff, I'll hold
Yeah.
off. But
No, you share your gripes whenever.
yeah, I don't like the weather system.
You were afraid that you weren't gonna like the weather system.
Yeah, and I don't. Um, especially when you're in the middle of doing something and then the weather changes and all the enemies respawn. Like literally, I was in a place, I was trying to clear it out, and I kept getting pissed off because I kept getting seen and dying and stuff. So I'm like, oh, I killed a few people, and then I was like, oh, I'm gonna switch to Yasuke and go back. And then the weather changed and all the enemies respawned, and I was
Yeah.
like, really? Now I have to kill all these guys again?
Yeah,
Uh,
but killing them as Yasuke is a lot easier.
yeah, but I mean,
I haven't
like,
gotten that unlucky yet, but that sucks.
yeah,
I
and
think I wish there was a way to say like, okay, seasons don't automatically change. Um,
yeah. I mean, you can
but
manually change them, but
yeah, but you have to wait till you get enough
yeah,
Right,
like
too
charge.
close.
I am not a huge fan of the scout resources either. I might turn that off for a second playthrough. You
Oh,
can
with
go to
the
guided mode.
yeah. I don't use guided mode. I mean, I use guided mode. I mean,
Oh, so
um,
you don't use scouts.
no, I just save the scouts for the little smuggling
Yeah,
thing.
Right.
I'm thinking about turning because it only locks you out of one achievement.
Right.
And once you get it, you've gotten it and you can turn it off.
Yeah.
And
It's
so,
pretty easy achievement too. Like I'm pretty sure I already have that one too. Where like,
yeah, it's use a scout.
yeah, yeah, like
Yeah.
Uh, so I might turn it off because I do find myself like I haven't really gotten into hideout customization. Mainly because I just don't have customization options. Maybe I'm not buying them correctly or things like that, but I haven't really looked into it. Mainly because I have been saving my resources for and money specifically for gear and upgrading
Right.
gear because it's not as pricey as it could get in Odyssey, but it is
Yeah.
still pretty pricey.
I rack up money in this game
yeah,
just because I don't buy a lot of stuff.
No, I don't.
So like I, I usually use the stuff I find in the world, um, which is like the opposite of what I used to do for what I do when I play Odyssey, which
Yeah.
is I go to the blacksmith like every couple hours to see what they have. But
The,
this one, I just kind of, I mean, the biggest money thing I use is on the Kasuragami, or yeah, that's what they call it, I think. The little safe houses, or whatever you call them.
hmm
I mostly use money for that. So I have like 11,000 mon.
Yeah, I need to get into that. I also I just need to explore more because I feel like I'm missing some. Obviously, all the castles have legendary
Yeah,
chests in them, but there are some out in the world. Um, but I have found, I don't know if you all feel that, I find sometimes that the legendary gear is underwhelming. Like, yeah, they've got good perks, but you can always just engrave an epic piece, and odds are
yeah,
that you're going to have a stronger piece of gear.
right.
yeah. Because
Yeah,
I was using the weapon that came with the special the collector's edition, and like it's an okay perk on the engraving, and I like the way it looks. So like I'll transmog some of the gear to look like it, but like after a while, I'm like the gear you think would be good because it's legendary is like it's not that great. So I like the look of it, but
yeah.
it's not really practical for my build.
Also, for people to know, I found this out. Gear that is purchased or gotten in the Helix store or Animus store, whatever they've actually changed it to call it now, um, the microtransactions, they cannot be like transmogged with the same amount. Like you can't change the blade of those weapons, and you can't change
Mm.
the handle and stuff.
I really like the transmog because you can either, like in the past games, you can transmog the entire weapon, or you can like change bits and pieces of the weapon to make it your own, which I
Mm-hmm.
think is really cool.
I really like that. I feel like the Jedi Fallen Order, Jedi Survivor series had a little influence on that. Um, but I like that a lot. I like the transmog. Like we said, kind of progression. Progression seems very seamless, where I feel like we've kind of had an opposite solution, like thing where I feel like Valhalla was very underwhelming in the amount of targets it had, but overwhelming in its abilities and perks. I feel like we have
Yeah,
switched. I have so many targets and stuff that I don't even know where to begin.
yeah. Like the target board looks like the mastery points from Vala.
It
It's like
does. It
that
does.
that broad and
Yeah,
it's so big.
in Mirage it worked a lot better because it was it was a smaller game. Yeah.
Yeah, but there's so much stuff.
But I like that, like, I like the little organizations that are going on. I do have a gripe, and this is a minor spoilerly, at least so far. Um, I'm kind of annoyed that they didn't go with the traditional assassin Templar names.
Yeah, that is weird. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, feel I don't want to get too much into it, but
Yeah.
I feel like later in game we might get more of that. But I think right now, especially where I'm at, there's very little assassin name drops. There's no Templar name drops at the moment.
So,
But
this is also a small spoiler, but you all would have reached this point. Hattori Hanzo, or Hanzo Hattori, he is a assassin from the old lore of like
I was so hyped when he showed up.
I know. I was really hyped
Yes.
and doing all the research and stuff, like leading up to Shadows and all of that with like Oda Nobunaga and all of that really got me like, I am appreciating these like nods to this, like Hattori Hanzo. So there's definitely some tie-in, and I have some theories that I think are going to connect, especially considering I think that going into the game, this is just an impression I have. Going into the game, I didn't think Yasuke was going to have much tie to the assassins at all, and I think he has more than Nawe does, or more knowledge than.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a couple things early
He's
on
very
that
tight-lipped,
hinted
though.
at it. Yeah.
Very tight-lipped. But that's why I am doing a personal quest for him right now, that happens after you kill the fox, the person with the fox mask. And I'm really interested in it because, like, I'm literally, when we're done with this, I'm going to run out and play this quest because I have to know. And so I'm excited about that. But I'm interested in how that's going to come into play. And, like, there's some obvious Isu connection that's going to be in there, and especially, like, Piece of Eden connection that I think is going to come into play really quickly. But I was not wrong. There is modern day story in this game.
Yeah. It's odd.
It is very odd.
It leaves me very confused at the end whenever I get to it.
But that is kind of like what I like. Like I liked being confused and having these theories of like, okay, well what the heck is happening? Is this
so intrigued?
Is this something new? Is this going to tie into what happened at the end of Valhalla? Is this going to
right?
Like, who is this person experiencing these memories?
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, is it just us or like
is it someone we know?
I definitely have theories for sure.
Yeah.
There's a lot of throwaway lines that happen where it's just kind of like a moment of like, oh yeah, this. I'm like, wait, what? No, go back.
What?
Like, what do you mean? What do you mean?
Excuse me?
Eczema isn't always obvious, but it's real. And so is the relief from Ebglyss. After an initial dosing phase, about 4 in 10 people taking Ebglyss achieved itch relief and clear or almost clear skin at 16 weeks. And most of those people maintain skin that's still more clear at 1 year with monthly dosing.
Ebglyss, lebrikizumab LBKZ, a 250 milligram per 2 milliliter injection, is a prescription medicine used to treat adults and children 12 years of age and older who weigh at least 88 pounds or 40 kilograms with moderate to severe eczema, also called atopic dermatitis, that is not well controlled with prescription therapies used on the skin or topicals, or who cannot use topical therapies. Ebglyss can be used with or without topical corticosteroids. Don't use if you're allergic to Ebglyss. Allergic reactions can occur that can be severe. Eye problems can occur. Tell your doctor if you have new or worsening eye problems. You should not receive a live vaccine when treated with Ebglyss. Before starting Ebglyss, tell your doctor if you have a parasitic infection.
Searching for real relief? Ask your doctor about Ebglyss and visit ebglyss.lilly.com or call 1-800-LILY-RX or 1-800-545-5979.
Hey, it's Paris. You know I love sparkly things, right? Like stars. Duh. And thanks to Hilton and AutoCamp, I just slept under them. Picture me, serving looks by the fire outside my luxurious Airstream, making s'mores with the kids, while a national park is our backdrop. The great outdoors meets Hilton hospitality. That's hot. Explore all the new ways to stay at Hilton.com. Hilton for the stay.
Love espresso, drip coffee, and cold brew? With the Ninja Luxe Cafe, if you can crave it, you can brew it. Espresso, balanced. Drip coffee, rich. Cold brew in a flash. With Barista Assist technology, you brew with no stress and no guesswork and make perfect silky microfoam hands-free from dairy or plant-based milks. Shop the Ninja Luxe Cafe at ninjakitchen.com.
With a major selection of the looks your kiddos love starting at just $4 in the Walmart app, a new school year means a stylish new them. Who knew? Find skater skirts and Crocs that say, I'm casual but cool. Sparkly sneakers that say, it's my classroom, you're just learning in it. And preppy polos that say, I'm the teacher's pet, even if they're mommy's menace at home. Find their favorite styles starting at just $4 in the app. The Walmart you thought you knew is now new.
You set the table, put on a playlist, even made the lasagna from scratch. And now you're wearing it. OxyClean Max Force Spray tackles tough, set-in stains the first time. Adulting is hard. Fighting stains shouldn't be. OxyClean Max Force. It's not clean unless it's OxyClean.
So we talked about kind of, I guess, like, how have you felt about... I didn't know much about Japanese culture or history or story other than like what you see in samurai movies. So how do we feel about like story and characterization, the time period? I know a lot of, most of us are long-term Assassin's Creed fans, so we know that this has been a sought-after era for a long time.
I enjoy it a lot. I like you. It's mostly from movies, anime, and stuff like that. Stuff I know, but yeah, it's cool. Like I'll recognize like some stuff, or they'll say something. I'm like, oh, I know what that is. Like, or a lot of it is me being like, oh yeah, I know how to pronounce that because I watch anime. I know how they talk sometimes.
How did you all feel about? There are certain moments where like modern-esque, like almost Japanese anime fight music plays.
Oh, the music.
The music is so good. Just across the board, the score is amazing.
Yes, especially that fight. I don't know if you've done this yet, Kyle, but it's a fight that takes place in somebody's flashback that I was like, this doesn't really feel like Assassin's Creed song, but it's so hype. Like it plays, so, just like, okay.
There is so much like inspiration taken from Japanese film. I feel like a lot, especially like the old samurai movies, and like especially like even if you duel someone as Yasuke, like the way it like turns and like zooms in and everyone gets their kind of one-liner and you're like, oh, this is so...
Yeah.
I really like it.
Yeah, it's great.
So yeah.
There's some songs and cutscenes that I tried to Shazam a couple of them too, and like I couldn't like I know the album it's on Spotify, and I've listened to like the album, but like the actual like lyrics and stuff, and I tried to find like the actual song for it to listen to it because it got me hyped too, especially like there's one song during a little bit of like a montage of Now, and I'm like, oh cool, that'd be cool to listen to. I can't, it's weird that I can't find the actual song itself, but yeah, they definitely do get you hyped for sure.
Yes, they do. All right, well, anything else? Any other first reactions you want to share? Any gripes you haven't shared? Anything on your notes that you haven't talked about?
Yeah, I have another slight nitpicky gripe, but the what are they called? The Ronin that walk around are so annoying.
They really are.
Because especially like when you're in the middle of doing something and they're like, hey, I'm gonna attack you, and you're like, no, don't. Like there was one, I was doing a mission and I was supposed to be eavesdropping on these two guards. So I'm just over here eavesdropping, and I hear the hey, or the sound of combat
Roman
starting. I'm like, oh, come on, I gotta listen to these guys. Why are you attacking me right now? They're annoying to me, but
there's only one bug that I've encountered really, other than like the traditional like, oh my gosh, Naue just glitched herself off a rooftop. Like I don't
Yeah.
consider that a bug. I consider
Right.
that like a little glitch but there was a quest where you have to eavesdrop on guards in a hostile area and they can detect you and attack you and you can kill them and then you cannot progress this quest any further.
Oh, dang. Yeah, I haven't
We're
had
in
that
soft
issue.
lock.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I came across one bug where I was in a castle and I was trying to climb the alarm bell tower and I got stuck in the alarm tower and I was like, okay, well, like now it wouldn't move and I was like, well, I was good. I was glad I had a manual, not a manual save, like an auto save, like right after I killed the
Yeah.
last guy that I killed on the way up there. So I was able to reload the save relatively close to where I was. But I was like, really? But that's the only bug I've encountered. So pretty
Yeah,
cool.
I got stuck in the world earlier today. But that's because I was in the wilderness and I was trying to get
Mm.
beeline to where I needed to go instead of going all the way around on the horse.
Oh.
And I just kind of got stuck in the ground and I was like, well, I'm gonna hit this and I'm gonna fast travel to somewhere else. That's only a
Yeah.
real glitch. And you can probably find it online. I saw it in my game and I saw a TikTok of sometimes NPCs will try to walk and they'll do like the jerk dance like
Oh
in
no.
place.
That's
It's
pretty
so
funny.
funny. Like he's trying to he's kind of there's like a bridge or something. He's like slightly downwards and he's trying to walk up it and he does the jerk dance. It's really funny.
Yeah. I will say I have enjoyed that. I feel like there's a good mix of like, yes, you can go out into the country and like it's a very open space and all that, but like when you're in towns and stuff, like the rooftop parkour stuff is still like feels like a normal Assassin's Creed game, which is what one of my gripes with Valhalla is that there is almost no reason to climb on a rooftop in Valhalla ever.
Yeah. You almost can't do anything without doing that, especially as Norway.
Yeah, you've
It's
got to
like
have.
everybody will see you.
And I thought I would miss the bird more, but I don't.
I do sometimes, very rarely, but yeah, especially because I'm still playing Odyssey for my YouTube thing. Also, was I was actually recording some gameplay today for that, and I kept getting the controls mixed up. So like
Oh, because they switched
I was
it.
trying to I was trying to dodge, and I kept crouching. I was like, oh, no, 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 no. And I tried to use abilities, and I was holding R2 instead of I think
Right.
L1 or whatever. I was like, oh well, I got to restart this this recording session.
That was something I had to get used to too. Like it only took like a couple hours into Shadows, but I was that the square and circle switch was jarring for the first couple hours for sure.
But
Also,
it's cool. I love going brown. It's awesome.
going
Oh, yeah.
prone, I and like if you get discovered as now I've found that you can if you grapple hook up to a rooftop and then go prone.
Yeah, they're like, oh, where'd she go?
Yeah. Which
I
I
don't like to use
appreciate. I
I don't like to use the word
appreciate.
often, but it definitely is broken for sure.
Have y'all done a cutscene in the rain yet?
Yeah, they happen constantly for
But
me.
the ability of like how Naoe's hair changes if it's
I
raining
know.
or if like
So
she's gone
cool.
swimming, I'm like, this is amazing.
So, sometimes it lasts too long. Like I'll swim and then like it'll be like 4 or 5 minutes, and I'll go talk to an NPC, and she looks like she just got out of the shower. I'm like, well, it's been long enough. You should be dry by now.
Yeah.
Also, when it rains, I think it's really cool. When it rains, when it stops, the ground is still wet. There's still
hmm
for a while. It's very very cool. I like it.
Apparently, if you stay, you can actually watch snow melt,
Wow.
Interesting,
like in a changing season.
right? Interesting.
Giving Red Dead Redemption 2 a run for their money.
Yeah, for real.
Yeah, it's pretty amazing the details that kind of happen there, and just I mean, now I kind of got the Dragon Age treatment where you do cutscenes covered in blood.
Yeah.
but it's not as jarring, I feel like.
Yeah. I want to say one more thing about the weather. Um, that that bothers me. If this, it's funny because apparently this game is supposed to take place within 3 years. Um, it's been all four seasons multiple times throughout this one year.
It really
So
has
like I think Assassin's Creed 3 did it. I mean, that was pretty much the only one that had seasons, I think.
yeah.
Where if it was part of the time it was happening, the weather change. But you know, that's going to be the thing I'm going to gripe about for probably forever is the weather.
I like looking at the pretty landscapes when the seasons
Oh yeah, it's
change.
great, but like, don't do it so much.
Well, I think they have to. I think if there was a way to like if our scout replenishing wasn't so tied to the season change, I think we
Yeah,
could have
I
less of
mean,
it. But the thing about it is like you can buy scouts, but they are pricey. They're 200
yeah,
mon a piece.
until you get you can get one of the settlement things, which lowers the price, but it's
Oh.
by like 30% or something.
Hmm. Okay. I'll
Also,
have
make
to look at
sure
that.
we could talk about this after stream, but I have some suggestions for you. For I don't know if you've done some certain stuff with the hideout,
I have
but
not done a lot of the hideout. That's the last thing I want to talk about before any impressions on the hideout. I haven't done a lot of it. I mean, I upgraded my forge to level 3 because I felt like that was the most important thing to get
yeah,
there. And I upgraded my scout hideout hideout or whatever it was.
yeah, I like it. I like it a lot. So I like how some you can combine some buildings, but there's
Oh.
some buildings that you can't combine with the buildings, which gets on my nerves. Like I'm trying. I have I get like an idea like oh I want it to look like this, but sometimes it's just like nah, you can't do that. I was like oh okay, well there goes my my plans for how I want my stuff to look.
I will tell the podcast now. This is a tiny spoiler, I guess, a little bit, but in my playthrough, Jundrio is still alive. Junjiro is still alive, and but that does not mean that he didn't break my heart because he absolutely did.
I love that kid. It's great.
Yeah, I love that kid too. I'm really afraid he's going to get the Phoebe treatment, and I
I really hope. I
I,
mean,
I hope
I can
not.
see that happening, but I hope not too.
Yeah.
I
The
wouldn't
second
think
we
so.
met him, I was like, please no.
I
Yeah.
think this is my impression of that. Again, slight spoiler, so if you want to skip ahead, if they give him the Phoebe treatment, there is not enough people in the world to protect Japan from the hellfire that will rain down from Yasuke and Naoe.
Probably canon wise too.
Yeah. Um,
At first, I thought you were talking about one of the allies.
mm.
Um,
oh,
because because if you use canon mode, there's one ally you can't get.
uh-huh.
That's why in my first playthrough, I'm doing not doing canon mode, which I've learned. I'm also doing canon mode on a second account. So I've learned that a lot of the things I chose as on my non-canon account were wrong. Like there's a point in one of uh, a flashback for Naue where a character tells her, "Hey, in this meeting, if you have something to say it." So she gets a point where she gets to say something. I'm like, "Oh yeah, he told her she should say something in this moment." So I said something, and then I played on canon, and she just sits there quietly. Like,
Yeah.
oh,
I find in canon mode just a little bit that Naoe's character is a little inconsistent in some things. But I think this again remedies itself. Like, girl is like 17.
hmm
She's the second youngest assassin we've played as.
yeah.
We all simp for
Especially
Naoe.
at the beginning when I don't know if this is a spoiler, but something happens to her face, and I'm like, no, her cute little face. But she's still
Yeah,
adorable, so it does
it's
it
true.
doesn't matter.
All right, last thoughts, and then we're gonna wrap up.
I'm ready to play this game because it's fun. Um, F all the haters.
Mm, retweet.
I think a lot of not maybe not a lot, but I feel like at least a couple people that I know that were like, yeah, F this game, blah blah blah, have made a complete 180.
Mm.
Like, oh, this is good. Um, most of them probably not, but we'll see. We got what was that?
3
3 million
million players.
players. That's
Yeah.
amazing. I think I heard it was the second most
Copies.
profitable
Yes, second most profitable.
game.
I will just say, just as a general warning to people, there is a lot of misinformation out there about this game. There's a lot of misinformation about Japan's reaction to this game. So just really fact check things you see online. Is really important.
I think there's only been one thing I think that they had said, Japan has said about it, and it's been patched. So,
Hmm.
like, there was a lot of
Wasn't there a destruction of a shrine or something like that?
yeah, you could the shrines were the stuff inside the shrines or whatever were because there's destructible elements throughout the world, and inside the shrines, the destructible items were in there, and people were going in there and destroying them. And I think somebody in the government or something said something about it, and it's been patched by now.
Mm-hmm.
And
Yeah.
they ask you not to climb certain things in game as well. I don't know if you can't actually climb them or it's just like, hey, please don't climb on this.
I accidentally climbed one because I thought it wasn't going to let me, but then I think I accidentally pressed the grapple hook button and I ended up doing it by accident. And I jumped off quickly because I thought I'd be desynchronized, but then I didn't. I was like, I guess it was just more of a warning to kind of just to let people know that like in their culture that they're very sacred, so don't.
Yeah,
But
don't
like
do
I
that.
accidentally because I accidentally did it, and even though it's a video game, I immediately was like, oh, well, let me get off of that. That's not
Yeah.
Even I knew like
Right. But yeah. Kyle, any last impressions, overall impressions, or Sir Sitz, you got one more thing?
Yeah, this game makes me want to. I mean, I've always wanted to go to Japan, but this has increased my desire to go to Japan like tenfold. Um, yeah, so this game's great.
Mm-hmm.
if you want to time travel back to this time period too and see it even better.
Right. And I love it. I love it takes place after the Ezio games. I love
Mm-hmm.
how it's kind of like smack dab in the middle of the whole timeline right now.
It really is because it is before Black Flag, but after Ezio.
Yes, after Ezio, after Xiao Jun.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I mean, she's still alive at this point, but after her game and the time skip at the end of Chronicles China, it's after that. So yeah, it's kind of almost directly in the middle of of everything.
Kyle, any last thoughts?
Just like you guys said, man, screw the haters. That not that I not to like before the game came out, I would have said it anyway. But now that I've played it, like
Yeah.
it's fun. I don't understand these people who just want to shit on it regardless. It's not cool. Like I understand the people who are like, it's not for me. I tried it. At least they gave it a fair shot. But after playing it, it's really fun. And I can't wait to finish it up. I'm excited to keep playing.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, I echo all the things that you say. Like the things you like. That's what I tell people. If you don't like it, that's okay. But if you like it and be proud.
And
like
don't hate
the
other
thing.
people for liking it if you don't like it.
Yeah,
Let people
exactly.
enjoy things.
Yes, let people enjoy things. The world sucks enough. Anyway,
Mind your business.
with that, thank you all for being on here. If you all want to give any kind of plugs for things you got going on, and then we'll wrap up.
Yeah, I got my Twitch channel, which I'm currently streaming Shadows. I did two 12-hour streams when it first came out. So I'm doing that. I'm still working on Assassin's Creed Chronology Project. I'm doing like one gameplay recording at a time because I'm playing Shadows. So so check those out. Twitch.tv/YourSisalot00. And I think it's on YouTube. It's at AAC Chronology Project.
And I have a podcast with my buddies called the Movie Juice Podcast. We just did Benchwarmers today for
nice
start of baseball season. So check that out. It's we're on anywhere you get podcasts and YouTube at the Movie Juice Podcast.
Well, thank you all for coming. Just some last things. Thank you to all of our patrons. If you want to join us on Patreon, you can do so at patreon.com/ACLorecast. If you want to support us but can't financially, you can leave us ratings and reviews on Apple or Spotify. We don't have any reviews to read today, but if you leave us 5 stars and some kind words, we'll read it out on a future episode of the show. And if you're really loving Shadows and you want to come talk about it, come join the Discord. You can find us all there, and we can chat and talk about all kinds of fun stuff, share some screenshots, do all of the great things of this beautiful, beautiful game. And thank you all for listening to the Assassin's Creed Lorecast. We'll see you next time.
Thanks for listening to the Assassin's Creed Lorecast. You can find us on Twitter at AC Lorecast.
If you have any lore questions or topics to unpack, join our Cups Podcasting and More Discord server. It's the best place on the internet. You can also support us financially through our Patreon. Find us on patreon.com/Assassin's Creed Lorecast. The Assassin's Creed Lorecast is part of the Robots Radio Network. For more information about the Robots Radio Network, join the Discord server via the link in our episode's description.
If you enjoyed the show or learned something new today, please subscribe, leave us a review, and join the Patreon. And if you enjoyed our intro and outro music, make sure you give a big thank you to Pipeman Studios. Thank you, Pipeman. Thanks again for listening to the Assassin's Creed Lorecast. And always remember, Assassins, stay in the shadows to serve the light.
This episode is brought to you by FX's Alien Earth, the official podcast. Each week, host Adam Rogers is joined by guests, including the show's creator, cast, and crew, in this exclusive companion podcast. They will explore story elements, deep dive into character motivations, and offer an episode-by-episode behind-the-scenes breakdown of each terrifying chapter in this new series. Search FX's Alien Earth wherever you listen to podcasts.
Want to live better? We've got a lot of work to do. Join Chris Hemsworth in National Geographic's new Disney Plus original series, Limitless. Live Better Now.
I'm diving headfirst into cutting-edge science to uncover 3 powerful secrets to living better right now. The growth that occurs through any challenging experience is really what we seek.
Chris Hemsworth stars in Limitless. Live Better Now. Now streaming on Disney Plus and Hulu.
It's showtime.